All right, so we're gonna give you a little tour, and all these attachments, all these things, I don't know exactly what they all are for. This looks like it's for a wrist, definitely for the car. Just a regular selfie stick. We got some other straps on here. I think for this part, I'm gonna do like a full chest piece and see how that works. See how it all goes down. All right, so we're gonna step out of the cubicle, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the crazies of my life. Come down through here, got a nice little kitchen and clean, and I got my outside. As you can see, lots of potential, but at the same time, lots of work you have to do. We're gonna start off with down here. This boat was given to me. This one lady across the street from a house that I was working at with my one buddy, he got the job, and then they were just drinking and having a good time, and they heard that I remodel things, and so I sat there and I showed them some pictures, and she's like, well, what would you do to a boat? And I said, I never had that opportunity. And she's just like, well, what if I give it to you? And I was just like, what? She's like, yeah, go get it out of the Chesapeake Ocean, or Bay or whatever. I was just like, okay. So me and my dad, we went and got, then after the boat, we got a Mercedes Sprinter, but not only just one, we got two. I'm a huge van lifer. I love vans. I'll have to show you some of my past remodels and my future ones that I'm planning to do. But basically, I scored this one for $3,000. I scored this one for $3,000. Bought this one at a junkyard with no battery, or no, sorry, let me rephrase that. Bought it at a junkyard with no key, and they were suspecting that there was electrical problems. I got the key fixed by Austin Davis, great guy out in, I believe, Kansas City or Missouri. And yeah, he gave me a fair price, cut me up some keys, and voila, started it up. Has 129,000 miles on it. That was a steal. This one already started up, had the key, has 277. This thing right here, I know it sounds bad, but I just always wanted a little minivan, and when I saw this on Marketplace, it was $1,200 and it's electric. So kind of like sitting here like, now it's just an eyesore and it's storage, but it was gonna be something really cool. But I ended up buying a Volkswagen 1978, one of them little hippie vans, the Type 2. So I really have no use for this one, so I don't think I'm gonna do anything. Most likely I'm gonna put this thing back on Marketplace and lose some money. But that's life. Over here we got the Coleman pop-up camper. Bought this on Marketplace for 180 bucks. Has a title with it too. He said the canopy part's ripped up, so kind of just left it at that. I haven't opened it yet. I've had it for about, I want to say roughly about maybe 2 years. But yeah, this could be a project in its own. If I ever get to it, if I want to at that, I might just get rid of it. Not sure. Over here we got my Matchbox cars, as I like to call it. This is an MG Midget, 1978. Scored it for $1,000 on Marketplace. I was kind of like the first one to ask, is it available, and I fought for it, and they sold it to me. Nothing really wrong with it, barely any rust wrong on the rockers, like where it normally gets bad, but I do need to replace the master cylinder, clean the gas tank, all those kind of things. Under here, this is one of them projects I think are going to take a lot longer than I ever expected. This is a TR4 with a sieged motor, and obviously you'll see, like, you know, when I do get to these projects, you know, what kind of condition they're in. This is my Ford Festiva. Ford Festiva, it's one of them good mileage cars. With how the gas prices are right now, this is what I plan to drive. I do have a van that I drive too, but it is expensive. It is a gas hog, but I love it. I absolutely love it. We're gonna definitely make a video on fixing and finishing this little panel right here. There's some bad rust going there, and I got the old fiberglass and resin out, and just layered and layered and layered, sand layered, sand layered, sand layered, and I just keep doing it. And eventually, it's going to be all nice and bonded up and cleaned up and everything. All right, now I'm going to show you the other side. You see my parking lot, but here's my other parking lot. This is where I got a tiny home that I designed. It's got a real modern look, but it also has just like the typical vinyl siding. The windows, they're fairly big, but I didn't build this for it to be pulled around and towed around like all over the place. It's kind of like one of the things, like, you get it there, you post it there, and it stays there. So basically, in the ordinance of where I live, you can't have any foundation, or you need to have septic and whatever, all that good stuff. So if you keep it on wheels, they can't say anything. So it's on wheels, that moves. This right here, this is my other baby. One thing you're gonna realize about my craziness here is nothing's gonna be finished, because I hop around, and it's nothing personal. I just see great opportunities, I gotta grab them while I can, and then what happens is other ones, they get kind of like, I guess, neglected for a little bit, and then I come back to them and it's not so headache. or stressful because, you know, I took a break and everything. I can come back and start a nice clean, you know, headspace once again. But if we go in here, it's almost done. Like, I mean, it's a mess right now because I'm a mess, but you see the objective here. It's got a pop-up. I mean, it's a unit. I bought this thing for $1,000. Really cool guy. Made dreams come true. I always wanted a van like this. I just never knew that I could find one around here, at least. They're always on the internet, but never really in person, close enough where I can obtain it. So we got that one. And we got this one right here. This is a project of its own. I bought this thing about $1,600, and then I put about 13, 14 in it. And then I sold it for $7 grand as it sits. Now, evidently I am to finish it, and the lady's been very understanding and stuff like that. But wait till you see what I did to this. This one's really cool. Again, it's not done. You can see the layout and everything. It's all white and modernized. It's gonna be a really cool van. Okay, so just because I'm starting off and like learning on how to put all these videos together, still haven't figured out how to get music in the background. I was listening and watching some YouTubes, and they were talking about YouTube Studio or something, and that allows you to not have to worry about copyrights. It's already all manufactured to work in your favor. But this right here, this I think is going to be our first project. All in all, it's a mess. You see it, I see it. This could be very nice and cleaned up and give a much better eye appeal in this corner of my house. And that's kind of like what I'm planning on doing, you know, through these little episodes at the beginning, is kind of just work my way around my house and clean things up, you know. So maybe we'll work on this bumper, maybe today, not sure yet, maybe tomorrow. But then maybe we'll work on the front of that bumper too and make that look all nice and cleaned up. And then from there, you know, maybe over here we'll get this nice and clean. And then, you know, we'll just keep working our way around. That's the idea. On second thought, maybe I should just start in my house and clean my house up first. That might be a good idea. Now I gotta figure out where my key is to my garage. Say hi, Leroy. Alright, so we're starting off on our, I guess we're getting the second episode. For starters, you gotta do some sort of title. So real quick, and Django. I've been using this one. It's been working in my favor. Drop it down in there, as so. And then over here, you got everything packs. And put that out and direct it by. As so. Go down here, put that out, and play right here. Episode 2, probably. A little extra. Episode 2, projects. You get it. Something simple like that. So one of the things that I'm finding the objective to making videos is don't mess up. Don't screw up. Don't blurt out stuff that you're not supposed to. Because if you do, you have to stop it and you have to start all over again. And then when you're going through your edits and everything, you gotta find which ones were mess up and which ones were good. Alright, so we just put a video clip in, and what I do is I'm real monotone. I barely talk with speed, so I gotta speed up it no matter what. As you're watching this, you see me come in.
Alright, so we're gonna do a little
What we're
Twitter.
gonna do is speed this up. I'm a slow talker or something, so we'll kick this up into gear. Again, the main objective here is not to bore you. I know trial and error, it can seem very tiring just watching somebody, you know, talk real nice and slow, but eventually it'll all like kind of speed up, because I mean, like I said, I'm new to this.
Alright, so we're gonna do a little Twitter. And I'm gonna I'm gonna go this is for rest. Down in the car.
So we're gonna apply that. I think that works good. And like I said, I'm trying to cut these in little increments, because it allows me to, you know, really be able to work on how do I, you know, make that little bit of a clip turn to whatever it's gonna turn through the edit that, you know, I'm learning how to do. So I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm not gonna film everything because we're not here to bore you. So we'll be back. All right, well, we made it to 8 minutes. Basically, with this episode, it really just seems like I'm showing all the episodes that are coming. And right now, my episodes are 10 minutes long. well, eventually, some of the projects that I do, I won't be able to do it in 10 minutes unless I speed everything up, which I don't mind doing that. And I hope if you guys like are watching, comment, tell me, hey Cole, slow it down. We actually want to listen, or hey Cole, keep it that way. We really appreciate it because sometimes it gets really bored real quick listening to somebody talking, no action, just all words. So just know, like, I'm here to also get criticized on my editing skills and nonetheless what I have, to broadcast to you. All right. So again, I hope you all are enjoying, and let's see what happens. Yeah, there's gonna be boring moments, no doubt, but at the same time, there's also gonna be some cool ones too.